Hello, everybody. I'm Gerard Fitzgerald, the president of the Uniformed Firefighters Association. I'm here to give an update on the battle that we have with the city of New York, where there was threats to take away the fifth man from 20 different engine companies, which would have happened on April 2nd. It hasn't happened, and I've been told that it will not happen until at least next week. We're keeping the conversation going. I had a meeting today with Dean Foulahan, the first deputy mayor, and Renee Campione, the OLR commissioner, and we explained to her the need, and him the need for the fifth firefighter and why it's so important to New York City firefighters and the safety of the civilians of New York. They listened. We had some dialogue back and forth. They made their points that I was pretty much have been aware of and just don't agree with. We made our points on the fact that we think that the number is archaic, dating back to '96, when we were doing half the amount of running that we are doing today. It was before September 11th, where we have so many members that are sick. And since then, with mental health, that we have more than our share of members that are dealing with that on a daily basis. And that's all counted against our sick leave time. So with that, the way it stands, that we don't think that the firefighters should be put in danger as a result of that, and we certainly don't think that the civilians of the city of New York should be put in jeopardy because of our members that are getting sick or injured while working to protect those same lives. So if anybody has any questions, I'll answer anything that you may have.
So what's the process right now that you're going through, that you're trying to figure out, the timelines that you're trying to figure out, and when the next decision may be made? What's happening coming up?
Well, the timeline has passed. Technically, it's the first of every month that they do a 365-day look back, and so that would have been April 1st. So we were expecting to lose the fifth man or fifth firefighter in those 20 engine companies on April 2nd. We had our press conference to try and to explain the reasons why that was a bad idea, even though it's in the contract. But we think that should be discussed and make a normal, common sense decision on this fact.
Since the contract has the staffing tied to medical leave, how do you reduce medical leave?
I can't. You know, unfortunately, I can't predict. Firefighters are not paid for what they do. We're paid for what we may have to do. So through training and all the responses that we do when we go to a fire, weather sometimes plays a role in that. When we're in the sticky, hot months, we drop because of heat exhaustion or dehydration. In the winter months, playing with water in cold weather, hypothermia, or we just get cold, fall on the snow or the ice. So weather does play a factor in this, and then different times of the season. As I pointed out to Dean and Renee, that this time of year is especially dangerous because the landlords have turned off the heat. It gets cold outside, so different tenants in the apartments are making their own heat, whether they're using space heaters, turning on the oven, boiling water, whatever the case may be, but that's not safe. So that makes us more busy. We respond to more fires as a result.
So you were just now talking about that argument you were making to the mayor's staff. So what is the general argument why the fifth man should stay, from your perspective, so for people who don't know?
Well, the general argument, the only argument is that the fifth man can get the hose line in place nearly twice as fast than a fire engine with 4 members. Right, but besides that, the reason that this is so important is those 20 members act as a manpower pool. So if there's a fire today and we have firefighters that get injured, those 20 firefighters can be moved around the city to fill in those open positions. So that ladder company or engine company is not responding with less than 4 in the engine or less than 5 in the truck. So that's the most important reason, is that we have that manpower pool. So if they take away those 20 members, then if one person goes sick or gets hurt during the course of a tour, that means a ladder company will be responding with less than a full assignment of firefighters on that rig. And that makes it dangerous because that means one task is not being performed during a fire, so the other members on that rig might feel that they have to make up for the loss of that particular firefighter. That puts them in danger and it puts the civilians in danger because tasks aren't being properly performed.
What do you think is the likelihood going forward of the fifth man? Are you expecting it to be taken away pretty soon, or what's the process going forward?
I mean, I'm going to fight. I'm going to continue to fight. I'm hopeful that common sense will prevail. I think I've made a strong argument. I think the department agrees with me. I know it's in the contract, but there's other things in the contract that are ignored at times, and this is something that I believe that the safety of the firefighters, fire officers, and the civilians of the city of New York is of utmost importance. I don't think it should have ever been in the contract that we had to make our job safer or the city safer. I think that's the city's job, that it should not have been in our bargaining agreement. Anybody else? Well, you're a quiet bunch. I appreciate your time, and thank you very much for helping us highlight this this important message that we're trying to get out. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.